we live yet? Henry McClure live. Hey, hi, Henry McClure live. In the Glass Houses studio, which is part of the Ryan Mowinkle empire of commercial real estate. It's late. I had some stuff to do. It ain't easy being an entrepreneur. I'm telling you. Man, I kind of wish I would have stuck around at City Council last night. But when I was standing at City Council, I had one last thing that I wanted to talk about, but I kind of forgot it. I've got so much on my mind with moving 400,000 cubic yards of dirt and all sorts of other stuff. I have if I take on a listing, I've got some responsibility. I had a great meeting today with Father Nikolai. I was thinking about my friend Dave Mahoney today. I was looking at my Crexy listings. I got to get that church sold on Huntoon. Anyway, I know everybody in Topeka, Kansas, you're probably all night. I visited my brother today. Made me go to Bobo's and get him a double cheeseburger. I'm happy today that Ty Masterson and Dan Haskins aren't going to let that marijuana bill go through. Thank you. I'm a little more liberal when it would come to the medical side of it, as far as decriminalized. You know, if you're laying on your deathbed, you know, if the last breath you want to take is a big old inhale of pot, all right, it's okay with me. I just know from my own experience, sometimes pot makes you lethargic. You know, I know a lot of people that come up with a lot of good ideas that never follow up on them. Potheads. And also, too, here's another thing. Like the government, if you're in government today and you're like really pushing that marijuana thing, yeah, I think you ought to have to take a drug test. Didn't we have a guy on City Council become very vocal about that? Oh, by the way, City Council, did you see the guy last night? That speaker last night? Man, I'm happy there's a guy like that out there. And I'm happy I'm seeing some really good posts from the exposing. I don't think I do a good job. I mean, I think I've uncovered some stuff and there's more to do. But it's definitely, it becomes an obsession, but it also becomes a full-time job, you know. And those that do business with me in the real estate business, they don't want me in politics. They want me focused on making deals. And God bless them. I love them. Thanks. And, you know, I really want to, I really think my highest and best use, if you look at me as a real estate guy, it's leasing. It is what I learned at Macerich. And people should be comfortable with leases. Man, If you can't buy it, they won't sell it, and they'll lease it. Make a deal. Call me. I'll help you. And I really, I've got a wealth of experience. There isn't anybody that's heard no. There isn't anybody that's heard no more than me on a lot of stuff. But the one thing we didn't hear last night, we didn't hear the NTAA, and yet, an MD, I want to pull the NTAA and put it up on the Topeka factor. So I think I'm gonna create a new channel for real estate. Just all real estate. We've loaded up a bunch of stuff on Henry McClure Live. I'll lead that channel. We've got the Topeka factor already in place. So MD, anything to do with politics, anything like that, we're going to upload that to the Topeka factor. But then I'm going to start a real estate channel. Because I do think it's time that the real estate people band together and kick Go Topeka's ass out of the real estate business. And I was really looking at the board of directors of Go Topeka, and you start looking at the people in here, it's like Go Topeka has turned into a self-serving organization funneling our tax dollars in a spiral. And I'm telling you, Spencer Duncan, Your Honor, our mayor, I think you really probably did a good job getting a third party to evaluate. I mean, what it does tell you is the city manager's not capable of it. We definitely know Braxton's not capable of it. And maybe we know that the HR person, if the city people don't feel comfortable talking to those people, we're in trouble. And think about it. Right now, especially when it's going to start coming down to money, I mean, think about it. I said this last night. The city manager on Go Topeka gave $9.5 million to Cody Foster and AIM Properties for the AT&T building. Giving money to an NGO so they can give money to their friends and start talking about, it's a 345 ROI, 345%, yeah. It's all bullshit. It's bullshit. So, we've got all this real estate. At least put the Jetto real estate, get it out of Go Topeka's name, and put it in the land bank. But listen to me. One last thing about Spencer, or to Spencer Duncan, our mayor, Your Honor. Look at our county commission. So the department heads report to the commission. You can save $700,000, right? $700,000. 300 for the city manager, okay, 500 grand. But what good's Braxton doing this if his first thing is hire a consultant, hire a consultant? Well, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And I got a deep down gut feeling that Braxton Copley creates a lot of the problems in this community. And the 4 people that he just recently fired, they've got to be interviewed. Here's what I'm telling you. I'm gonna start pointing out. I'll keep pointing out stuff, and there's a certain amount of stuff we've got to do as citizens to bring the corruption forward. But watch that guy last night. Boy, he did a good job. I think I'm going to head back to the barn and put up the horse. When you're a real estate developer and a broker, and I also think for my own attention span, minding my own business is probably the best advice I can give myself. All I know is in my career, when I've gotten distracted and tried to do other things, I've learned a lot of lessons. But we really need to create an even playing field. We need to do things different and fairly. And it's really all come out. It really is prevalent when you see, I've got a company I'm trying to work with that manufactures construction panels, 100 million in sales, 10 million in sales in his cabinet business, and Topeka doesn't even want to talk to him because of the way they do things. They've got to give the business to the Somalians that will take care. And I'm using Somalian as a metaphor. But you shouldn't have to pay to play in Topeka. All right. Give you guys a break. Call it a night. If nobody's told you they love you tonight, know that I love you. I really do. We can all do better. Let's live better. Best revenge is to live well. Spencer, you got a great opportunity. Maybe it is time to transition to a strong mayor, but we really got to get the Citizens Commission up and going because we've got to get more citizens involved. And that guy last night, he might be the ultimate. As you can tell, I make this all up as I go, unscripted, from the heart. Have a good night.